Are coin shows dead and irrelevant? Hey, we're going to discuss that in this video, so stay tuned. My name is Daniel and you are watching Coin Help You. Thanks for watching my latest video. Please click the little bell beside the subscribe button so that you get notifications for every video that I release. I've pretty much been releasing a video about every day, but at least 5 a week. So if you don't want to miss out, some of these videos have a lot of good information in them, information that comes from a dealer's perspective, from my perspective, from my experiences, and I have a lifetime of experiences in this hobby, but I try to stick with the most recent and most relevant. So we're going to get on with talking about whether coin shows are dead or irrelevant. You know, currently we set up at a couple small shows each month locally, and then we'll a West Virginia show and a couple of the larger Ohio shows, 2-day shows. So I can't really speak too much for the larger shows that are around, like the Baltimore show, Pan show, the Fun show. All I can do is read online what I'm hearing, as well as listening to other dealers and people who run the other shows, because at the smaller shows, some of the dealers that I know personally actually attend the larger shows. They'll go to Fun, Long Beach, Pan, Baltimore, and they basically, when we're talking about it, exactly how things went, if the shows were good or bad. And you know I take some of the things you hear lightly, only because everybody has a different experience at a show. Not everybody's having a great show. Not everybody's having a bad show. So you have to think of that as well. You know, but I see a lot of people saying that the coin shows are dead or they're irrelevant, and that's far from the truth. You know, as far as shows are concerned, there's going to be some, let's say, decrease in attendance or dealers buying tables. And I mean, that's been reported for the last few years, and I've heard that. And there's reasons for that. Some of it's just dealers have found online to be a little more successful than traveling to shows and putting all the money into the shows. It's not so much that the shows are dead. You know, when you go to a coin show, there's a lot of benefits to that. I mean, first off, you're meeting a lot of dealers, a lot of top guys in the business and top women in the business. You're also seeing displays of rare coins like the 1913 Liberty Nickel, just to name one. And there's also classes. And then you have auctions in the Bourse floor for a lot of the top auctions. You know, so especially the ANA, I mean, when I was reading online here, I was seeing an article written by Coin Week, and it was showing that attendance tops 3,000 at the ANA Money Show. So here's the article. I suggest anyone who's interested to read it. It's actually on Coin Week, and it comes down here and it kind of explains the show a little bit and talks about it. But the main thing, when I scrolled down, I was looking for actual attendance, and they have the last few years, and attendance was 4,592 in 2015. And then it dropped, as you can see. Then 2019, it surged a little bit and had 3,002. So obviously attendance is down. Less tables are being sold at some of these shows. You know, I think as people learn more about shows and when they are and actually are able to afford to go to a show, that you'll see more dealers at the shows, or you'll see more people at the shows. I think what's going to have to happen, though, is shows are going to have to get more social media, more plugged into online, more plugged into video. You know, I was watching the ANA auctions last year because we had a coin in there, and what I saw was live. You know, you had your person that was live, and they were going through the coins, and they were showing the coins. They were going a little fast. You know, I felt like maybe they could have slowed down a little bit on some of them, but I get that they had a lot of catalog to go through. But something like that is going to interest people more, to actually have live walkthroughs and showing inventory and showing maybe even live classes online. Things like that will help the health of these shows get more people interested. So to me, attendance doesn't mean a whole lot as long as that show can be brought to some people's living rooms. There are some people that would love to go to these shows and kind of experience it a little bit, and they can't because they don't get like other people do that actually go to the show, or there's no way to plug into the social media, there's no videos for it, and I see this because I see a lot of videos where people are video each time they go to a show, or video in what they buy, and there's a huge interest in that. People like to see that because they don't get to see that world, and I think bringing it to someone's living room is going to help the health of the shows. So anyways, getting back to why some of this is happening, like I said, a lot of dealers are finding online to help them out a lot. And also, some people go to these shows and they see a lot of retail. And here's another little article here. This one's on the eAsylum. It's CoinBooks. This is the electronic publication of the Numismatic Bibliomania Society. It shows the fun show and different shows, and it shows the dealer ratio. And I suggest just coming in, type in www.coinbooks.org, show attendance, and to see this. One of the things that I think about a lot, and I was getting to, is that retail. A lot of coin collectors go to these shows and see nothing but retail. It's almost like a museum to them. They can't touch it. And it kind of discourages them. They see all these high prices on coins, but that's not the only reason to go to a show. I mean, you actually can find some decent deals at some of these shows. Maybe go to the smaller shows to get your deals, and go to the bigger shows to learn and to see a different world, and to see how some of these dealers, the larger dealers, do their business. Talk to them. You can learn from them. Some of these dealers have been in the business so long, and some of them have written the books on some of your favorite coins. So take advantage of that. That's a good thing. As far as being irrelevant, I don't see where coin shows currently can be considered irrelevant. I mean, I say maybe they're less relevant than what they used to be, because that was the only way you could get coins from several dealers. That's the only way you could see all these coins. Now you can sit at home and you can actually order them from these dealers' websites. You can call them up on the phone. You can go to eBay. You can go to Facebook pages. I mean, on Facebook, we actually have Virtual Coin Show website from the Round Table, and I'm going to show you that here. So you actually have Virtual Coin Show on Facebook here. Site where you can post things to sell. There's a lot of active buying going on. You have the Round Table, which is something that's growing, where you become a Round Table dealer. People can get your card and you pay your membership dues. And it's kind of like ANA or kind of like PNG, but it's on a smaller scale as far as PNG is concerned. Most people that have a good track record and get some references, they can actually become a Round Table certified. And that's something that's changed. They call it RAD. You can get online and you can buy, and that's one of the reasons why sometimes show attendance, I think, is down, and sometimes dealers are just kind of disenchanted because they got a lot of tire kickers. I've heard that thrown around a lot. But there are ways around this. I think what it is you're seeing the hobby evolving. It's evolving to a more of online, more of a social media driven. Instagram's another place where they're trading, sending messages and images, and everything's kind of instant and fast. So we're seeing an evolution of numismatics and coin dealing and collecting. And I think people are seeing this change, and they're thinking that, the coin shows are dead and are irrelevant. But they're not. They're always going to have a part in this. That's just the facts, because even though attendance might be down at one time, or it may be increasing, who knows whether it's an ebb and tide of the way things are. But the point of it is that it is going to be a part of the hobby, because you can get together and actually learn and see other dealers. So I think that coin shows are less relevant, but they are far from irrelevant. And I think the coin shows are far from dead. I mean, they're not going to go anywhere anytime soon. So hopefully this helps you, see a different view, maybe from a dealer's perspective. I sit here in front of this computer every day, and I get a lot of messages from people. I hear a lot of things from people who run shows. I get invited to a lot of shows. So there's a lot of activity going on. And I know that the attendance of the shows that I go to, there are less dealers buying tables, but I see it as more collectors and more dealer to dealer. And that's one of the things about these shows. It's very important for dealers because they get together and they have like a little network, an unofficial network, where they can buy from each other for their customers. And that makes coin shows extremely relevant, because some dealers don't get the same inventory as other dealers, and vice versa, and they can go together and they can trade and they can barter and they can buy, and they fulfill their customers' needs. And that's very important. So coin shows are always going to be relevant to a degree. They're just changing. And that's what I think you're seeing. Just a changing in the numismatics in general, and a changing of how we deal in coins. So hopefully this helps you with coin shows, and maybe bring up some discussions here, maybe some more ideas for videos on the same subjects, some more insights. Something else that I want to share, when I'm looking through different coin show information here, I ran up on something called Coin Television. 791 subscribers. So there's not a whole lot of subscribers here, but I kind of recommend it because they're going to the coin shows and they're interviewing people and they're talking to people and asking them about why they come to the coin show, why the coin show is relevant to them, and how it's important. It kind of gives you an inside view of these coin shows. So I'm already subscribed, so I'm going to click the little bell because that's something I'm not getting notifications from them. I want notifications because this interests me. I like coin shows. I think they have an important place in numismatics, and I think they always will. I just think they'll change. So thanks for watching my latest video. Please like, share, comment, and click that little bell, and have a great day.